Hi, Karina here, your lucid living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you the new moon in Aries eclipse that's happening on April 19th at 9:13 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, this will be the second moon cycle in Aries. We had a new moon on March 31st, and this in Aries at 0 degrees, which is the very beginning degrees. It is a very new degree. It's the 0 degree that the first degrees into spring, which is a huge shift from Pisces winter energy. Now, this new moon eclipse is at 29 degrees, which is the anaretic degree, is the last degrees of Aries. And it is transitioning into the sign of Taurus, which is a much slower grounded earth sign than Aries, which is a fire cardinal sign. So we're moving from a cardinal quick fire to a grounded earth fixed. Now, what does this new moon have to say? Well, like I said, the last new moon was at 0 degrees, which is the very beginning of Aries. And the eclipse is happening at 29 degrees of Aries, which is the very last degrees before it enters into Taurus. Now, take a look at your chart and see where Aries is. And this is where the shifts will be focused on for the next 18 cycle. I might go through them if I have time. We will have one more full moon completion eclipse in the sign of Scorpio and Taurus, May 5th and October 28th. This is wrapping up the 18th month cycle with the nodes being in Taurus and Scorpio. We will be having this nodal shift in July, so make note of this. This year, we're focusing on the Aries energy in our chart and the South Node in the Libra areas of our chart. So all you Aries and Libra, be very prepared for lots of shifts and changes for the next couple years. So this new moon in Aries will be setting the stage for those shifts. So setting the stage for what will be expected during the next couple years of shifts in these areas of your chart. If you would like a reading, please reach out to me. Go to my website at www.lucidlivingmovement.com and click on the book button. This button will send you to an email. Go ahead and type in, I'm ready for my free consultation in the body of the box, and I will reach out to you. Now, I'm going to use this analogy that I always use. It's the Aries spring analogy. Now, we had planted our seeds. Okay, let's say we plant our seeds underneath the dirt. Aries energy is the cardinal energy. It's the strength and the power and the fire to break through the surface of the ground. And once you see that little green plant, that seedling grew into, that is Taurus season. That is the earth, the green, the physical, tangible things. So Aries is the strength and the energy to push through, and Taurus is the physical proof that your efforts have paid off. So that is what this eclipse is about. We are starting to see the fruits of our labor. We are reaping what we sowed. Now, also in this chart, you can see, I think it's this way. Let me move this over. Oh, no, it's this way. It's like a mirror, okay? So this is Mercury in the sign of Taurus, 15 degrees. Now, it will go backwards. So it's stationed, it's retrograde, okay? Now, the retrograde will be on, let's see, Mercury shortly after this eclipse. So on the 21st, the sign of Taurus is stationing retrograde in Taurus at 15 degrees, in which it is right now, and moving back through the stationed direct until it hits 5 degrees on May 14th, which is Mother's Day. So it's going to move back to about 5 where the node is, because that's 4 degrees. It's going to move that, and then it's going to station direct on Mother's Day and then start moving over the same area. So in retrogrades, you are getting 3 lookies at this certain area of your chart. So whatever started or changed or happened for you leading up to Aries, I guess April 7th, because that's when the 5 degrees of Taurus, that's where Mercury was. It's starting you're starting to see the changes. And also, I hate saying but I'm trying to make this quick. So April 7th, we'll be needing like some kind of review, adjustments, and renewing, because retrogrades are going back. Like, oh, wait, I forgot this, or I have to tally in this, or I want to make sure that, so for example, if you got a new job, let's say, and now that you're trying to rearrange your schedule, so then it fits into your new schedule and all the adjustments of your new lifestyle and work and whatnot. So also, you may be experiencing some kind of setbacks or cons or challenges in the new area because you're just getting warmed up. You're getting used to it. You're not sure what's going on. You're learning, right? So you're learning and you're adjusting everything. You're learning new things. And during this time, taking consideration the planet of communication that is not getting a good signal here on Earth. So Taurus is the sign of our values. And we will be looking at our resources more carefully and how to create more abundance and income so that we could live more comfortable lives. We're looking at our assets and we are seeing how we can create more so then we could pay off any of these debts or anything like that. That's Scorpio, which is opposite of Taurus, where the nodes have been. So Mercury is coming up to Uranus. As you can see right here, there's Uranus at 17 degrees of Taurus. It's coming up to the sign in Taurus, which is the retrograde is prolonging this conjunction, which is kind of conjunct already, right? That's 15, 16, 17. That's a 2-degree orb. So they're conjunct, but it's going to be moving away and then it's going to be going back. So there's definitely, when it's exact, it'll probably be at 20 degrees. So this conjunction will be around June 5th. Could be bringing up unexpected opportunities, could be windfalls, could be anything that has to do with money and relationships. Maybe you got a new job and you realize, you know what, maybe this isn't bringing in as much income as I thought it would, and it's taking up a lot of my time, where I could be putting it towards something else. It could be that, or it could be like, wow, I'm making a lot of money, I'm really happy here, and maybe I need to let go of these other things that are taking up my time so I can focus really fully on this new job or this new situation. So this could be an announcement in regards to our social currency as well. So big shifts happening in maybe just in society. So you want to be checking the news around June 5th and see what's really happening and coming out right now. Maybe they're just like seed dropping right now, preparing us for the big shift that's happening in summer. So Mercury conjunct Uranus it's electrifying, right? So right now our minds are super busy, a great time for creative flashes of insight, creativity. A lot of mental chatter can make sure, so like just make sure that you take a beat, take a breath before acting or speaking, as this transit could feel like a burst of energy. Like it could be nervous energy or anxiety or quick reaction. So we really want to be careful there. So the inner planets, as you can see, the inner planets are all along this side, and they are all in spring and summer. So here's summer, there's Mars. You can't really see it, but this is Mars that is in Cancer. So wherever you have Cancer placements, it's getting a lot of energy and a lot of drive in this area. So if it's in your 3rd house, you want to be very careful driving. If Taurus is in your 3rd house, you definitely want to be careful driving as well. Let's see what else. I think that is everything that I really wanted to say about this new moon eclipse. Now, eclipses set the stage for the next 6-month cycle. You definitely want to be making plans for this new moon. You want to be setting your intentions maybe for the next 12 months. Like, what are your goals in the next 12, 18-month cycle for you in pretty much this area of your chart? So you want to look at where Aries and Taurus is in your chart and really start thinking about where you and what shifts you want to make. Also in Libra back here, because that is opposing these energies right here. So Libra and Libra and Aries, this is the area for the next 18 months. And then this is kind of wrapping up the last couple years in these two signs. So you'll start to see a lot more action in this area. Okay. Mirrors are so weird and cool all at the same time. Anyways, I wanted to read the inside degrees for you for 29 degrees of Aries. It's Dr. Jackal drinks the potion. The unconscious mind and the subconscious mind bear seeds of worlds which the conscious mind had yet to penetrate. These worlds can turn from dark to light and back again, but they are there, crying out to be fathomed, accessed, given their parts in the dance. It is no longer possible to push into far shadows that part of the light which dwells in darkness. And so you must bring up playfully or mischievously, candidly, or surreptitiously, which is behind the scenes, all of the hidden places, so that nobody can deny how much of our energy and resource indwells the deep, and how all of our how all of our being longs to be known, to be seen, to be activated, to partake in the dance of life freely. And that's what we're doing right now. We are really seeing like everything that we've been working towards, working hard towards, like come into manifestation. Spring is the time of growth. Like April showers bring May flowers. This is that transition. We've already left winter and we are still transitioning in Aries. And Aries is the one that's like the darkest before the dawn, right? It's like, oh my God, if I get one more piece of bad news, if I get one more piece of rejection, if I get one more bill in the mail I can't pay, I'm going to lose my mind. And so Aries is giving us the energy to get straight through, because Taurus, we're going to be starting to see this physical manifestations. Now, Aries, this is happening from your first house into your second house. So Aries, you're going to start seeing more of that abundance, more of the resources that you have been working hard to get. These are rising. I'm talking about rising Aries when I'm going through the charts, because most horoscopes are based on your rising sign, which is this line right here. So this eclipse is a rising Scorpio. So we are going through a huge transformation. This is the Phoenix rising. We are rising out of the ashes of the winter and also of Aries. Aries is a fire sign. We got that heat under a butt and we are flying. We're leaving the ashes behind and we're transforming into a butterfly. This is an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle, which is a 6 months. Now, the other closing eclipse, so there's always a new moon, there's also a full moon, and the full moon is happening on May 5th. That is the full moon at 14 degrees of Scorpio, which is right here. So keep that in mind. This is a brand new 6-month cycle. And then May 5th is closing up. So anything that no longer serves, whether that's a karmic relationship, a karmic contract with a job or a friendship or a living situation, will come to an end. If it does not serve your higher good and the direction in which that God and the universe is taking us, it will be wiped away in May. Wiped away in May. Hey, it rhymes. Okay, so let me get back to this. So Taurus, this is happening from your 12th house to your first house, because 29 degrees, the next degree, the very next degree. So here's 0 degrees. Okay, so 0 degrees of Taurus is the very beginning. The next degree would be 1 degrees of Taurus. So then it works around, there's 30 signs within a house or a zodiac, right? So 29 degrees right here. The next degrees is 0 degrees of Taurus. So that's why I'm giving you 2 separate houses, especially in whole sign houses. I use Placidus and whole sign, but when I do my chart readings, I do Placidus because I do read interceptions, and I like to see, I think they're very relevant into what planets are in what houses at the exact time in the Placidus chart. Now, Taurus, you're having this brand new beginning. You are coming out of the hidden, out of the unconscious, out of the kind of death, but also it's a very spiritual house too. But I feel like Taurus has went through a lot with all these past eclipses in the last couple years. So you're coming out a brand new person. So get your new wardrobe, get your new hair done, your new style, and how you want to really show up in the world. Okay, Gemini, this is happening from your 11th house to your 12th house. So 11th house is of future plans, it's your networks, your groups, and you're moving into the 12th house. Maybe rising Geminis, you have been busy doing a lot and making connections. Okay, but now it's like a time of going inward and slowing down, because this is the area where you're doing all the internal work. So a lot of meditation, a lot of spiritual. You want to stay away from like trying to escape this seriousness through alcohol and drugs and spirits, because the 12th house does rule that. And so, yeah, Cancer, you're moving out of the 10th into the 11th house, where the 10th house has been all about your career and your legacy and being seen in the world. And maybe you made some connections with new people. And so now you're going to start networking. Maybe some friendships have shifted and changed because your career shifted and changed. And so when our careers shift, let's say you're at this job and then all of a sudden you're a business owner, or maybe all of a sudden you're like the CEO of a company, and now these friends will usually not understand or fall away or get jealous. And then you have to find like this new area of friendships. And maybe your frequency, maybe your frequency, maybe you're just hanging out in places that they cost a lot more money, and maybe your old friends can't afford it. So then you start meeting new friends that can go to these places that maybe cost a lot more money. It could be that. It could be that you're connecting with new networks and friends, and maybe you're thinking about your future plans. Maybe you focused on your career and you're like, wow, now I'm kind of ready to settle down. Maybe I do want to make that commitment or get married or start a family. So that's all Cancer, moving from the 10th house to the 11th house. Leo, we're moving from the 9th house of spirituality, your beliefs, what you believe is possible, into the 10th house of possibility. The focus will be on your career and legacy. You will be focused on building up your reputation and being seen in the world, and your resources will obviously be affected because there is a earth trine. So here's the 10th house of career and legacy, and that is the fruits of the labor from what you think in the second house of your values. Okay, and then from your values you go over to the 6th house right here, which is our daily rituals, our daily work. From how we value, what kind of resources we want, is how much we're going to work and how much we're going to put in the 6th house. And whatever you do in the 6th house is what you're going to gain in the 10th house. So you will be seeing a lot of gifts from the universe in the next 18-month cycle in this area of your chart. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in Aries right now. Oh, there's Jupiter. I don't know what way to go. There's Jupiter, and it is really expanding this area of your chart, right? And so Aries is moving from Aries to Taurus, from your 9th house to your 10th house. So Jupiter is about to bless you. If it hasn't already, it's in the works. Things are starting to come in. So be prepared, Leo. This is your year. Out of all the zodiac signs, Leo is coming up. Next is Virgo. Virgos, this is rising Virgos. This is happening in your 8th house to your 9th house. So you are the one that is the phoenix burning in the ashes and transforming into something brand new. Now you have went through a dark night of the soul in some kind of way. There has been a death of an old piece of you, and this is a birthing of a new you, like what it is, what your belief systems, and trying to steer away from negative thinking, negative thoughts, and really manifesting something great in your world. So congratulations, Virgo, with whatever that you had to go through in order to get the blessings of this 9th house of spirituality, foreign travel. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe there is an opportunity to learn something new in a new career that really sparks your desires. And maybe it's tapping right into the money house in which that you have been desiring. So Libras, this is happening in your 7th house into the 8th house. So this is an energy of relationships and partnerships and marriage and contracts. These are also karmic relationships, and they are taking a deeper look. So either you are just married and now you're starting to blend your finances with your partner. So blending resources. Maybe you're thinking about buying a house. This could also be an inheritance. This could also be a death where you're having to divide up your resources. But in any way, Libra, you are going through a lot. And this next 18-month cycle, you're going to be feeling it because the nodes are switching into your sign and your partnership sign. So Scorpio, this is happening in your 6th house to your 7th house. Where Scorpio risings, this is happening where you have had a certain routine in your 6th house, your daily routines. This could be your work. It could be a new manager, a new boss. It could be that someone is moving in with you, or something has changed in your daily routines where you used to maybe wake up and do this, that, and the other. And now you have someone else in your daily routines that you have to work with, right? Because this is happening from your 6th house to your 7th house. So your 7th house is partnerships and relationships and contracts. So it could be that you're more focused on your certain contracts and your relationships, either your relationship romantically, your marriage, your career, and who you're working for, your bosses. But yeah, you're just kind of getting the feel, getting your feet wet into what these relationships will have for the next 18-month cycle. Now, Sagittarius, this is happening in your 5th house to your 6th house. So you're going from this creativity, fun, vacation type vibe, creating, connecting maybe with your inner child, and really figuring out what your inner child wants. And then you're going to move into that 6th house, where the 6th house is going to show up as what you want to do for your daily work or your daily routines. Is it that you want to stay in the same spot that you're at, or maybe you're working on a new creative project and you know what it is that you want to do, that you're going to put forth the energy every day. So this 6th house's work will get you to the 10th house of career and legacy. So good luck with that, Sagittarius. I don't ever have to worry about you. Capricorn, this is happening in your 4th house to your 5th house. So you're moving from this 4th house of home and roots and all these responsibilities that you may have had. maybe like helping out your family in some way that they needed you. And now they're all set. And now you get to focus on your children or your inner child or your creative projects. So what's next, Capricorn? Aquarius, you are moving from the third house into the fourth house. So where you might have felt like you just could not take a breath because you were so busy, like everything was just happening all around you, whether it was multiple jobs, running the kids here and there, you were just so busy with getting things done, communicating, and now this is the time when you get to be at home. And maybe your focus is more on home. Maybe you're looking at moving homes. Maybe this home isn't working for you anymore. Maybe it's too small. Maybe it's that you have to focus on your family. Maybe your family is going to need you a little bit more. And so you're going to have to slow down and start getting grounded in a more like motherly way, because the fourth house is the area of the mother. And so it could be the father as well. And I think in Vedic astrology, but nonetheless, you will be focused on your home, your root, your ancestry, and maybe finding a new area to live. Now, Pisces, you are last but definitely not least. This is happening in your second house to your third house. So maybe you have really worked towards manifesting some resources for yourself. You have you've had a good opportunity with work, and you know your luck is really going good there. You're pretty fixed in that energy and that routine of like, hey, I got income coming in, I got this going, I got that going, but all of a sudden things are going to switch up for you. So the third house, you're looking at more action. So maybe you're switching things up. Maybe you have new projects. Maybe you're getting back into an extracurricular activity. Maybe it's you're just taking on more stuff. And it also has to do about communicating, maybe writing or something like that, journalism. It could be also something that have to do with your siblings and cousins. Maybe your cousins moved into town, or maybe you're connecting or doing a project with your siblings, but something like that. Regardless, the Pisces, you're going to be pretty busy. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I will pull a quick card. I'll roll the dice. Ooh, 8th house, Pluto, Gemini. Wow. Okay. So there is like this new moon eclipse is shifting it's shifting our world. Gemini is the lovers. Oh, there's going to be lots of shifts in relationships, in lovers. And also the Gemini is the mind. So we are finding new ways to use our noggin, our creative mind. It's my new moon cup. I love it. I'm drinking my mushroom drink. I make my own mixture if anyone's interested in buying a bag. It has nootropics and it's really good. But yeah, I mean, 8th house is about sharing resources. It's transformation. Oh my God, are you effing kidding me? You can't make this up. I just pulled the Lovers card. This is the Gemini card. Okay, so commitments and mutual marriages, money, it's all coming in. So that's exciting. I think that's all I really need. The Devil card, what? So this is a Capricorn card. Karmic relationships are ending and the Lovers coming in. Yeah, we gotta let go of those karmic relationships though. You know, those comforts. Oh, the King of Cups. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment that you've been desiring and wanting. And you're gonna sit high like the king or the queen that you are. And You just have to trust in the universe, because you're going to be doing good, and that karmic or whoever let you go is going to be crying about it. So I got manifesting money and income 555. I've been seeing this a lot. So yes, ma'am, I'll take that. And insights, open the third eye to strengthen intuition. Yes, love that. That's definitely 8th house. And one enchanted evening, the perfect night. Yes. All right. There's nothing but good coming up here for us. Whether you see it or not, you will be blessed. And maybe you're going through it and you're not seeing your blessings quite yet, but they are on the way. Just trust in your universe and continue to stay positive, because you know what? Nothing lasts forever. There's always cycles. These planets don't stop and just stay there. So understand, when you're going through something hard, it's not going to be forever. I'll tell you that. Now, if you have an outer planet in an area of your chart, you'll get used to it. It makes you stronger. But seriously, these shifts, usually the big eclipses, they only stay for a couple years, like an 18-month cycle at least. Some stay a little bit longer, but yeah, everything's always shifting and changing. And know that if you need someone to talk to, you need someone to a shoulder to cry on or someone to confide in, I'm here for you. And don't let money be the issue. Always reach out. I just had a friend pass away, and so I just wanted to take a moment of silence for my friend Eric. Peace with you, brother. Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing to my video. And I will see you on the next one.